Welcome to a very special DLC episode of Assassin's Creed Revelations. With me today is...
America's greatest patriot, Tim Howard. It's Independence Day, motherfuckers!
It's true. It's Independence Day in the United States. Not like here in commie Taiwan. It's just pathetic July 5th.
USA.
So we're not going to be playing as Desmond Miles at all in this video.
Ooh, we get to play as Cam Clark?
Yep. Or whatever guy voices Subject 16 in this game.
Like, if it was Cam Clark, I could do like an entire video just doing really, really bad Liquid Snake impressions. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So I'll have to keep that in the trunk, in hand for the time being.
You know Cam Clark is gay?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all until I looked up something about him, and here he was gay. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that.
So this is the Lost Archives where we're basically
get out of there.
doing something.
Yeah, we're getting Clay Kazmarik's backstory this time. Because aside from being crazy, we know just about nothing about him, other than Abstergo worked him to the bone, and then he went nuts, and now he's inside the animus.
Yeah.
Even though I walk through the darkest valley,
Oh, and he's dead.
fear no evil.
If
You are with me.
Assassin's Creed 2 didn't really make that patently obvious.
They comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the
Yeah,
presence
he
of my
apparently died about a
anoint my
month
head
before
with
the
oil.
start of Assassin's
My
Creed
cup
1 in the present day.
overflows.
They didn't do a really good job
Surely
cleaning up
your
his apartment.
goodness and love
No.
will follow me all the day.
Creepy as fuck. No, you're not dead. Probably.
And then we all got up and marked our favorite jobs on the board.
So you've never played The Lost Archive?
I don't think I've done. No, this doesn't look familiar.
wants to be a spaceman.
Stuff you have, stuff only I've seen.
Yeah.
In this video. People that are here, at least.
I'm already getting. I'm predicting that we're going to be manipulating various geometric shapes with our head behind.
You are offered the opportunity right now.
This is starting to.
Possibly. Possibly. There's an outside chance of us creating blocks to get to other blocks while dodging lasers.
And black cubes and other random things that we might have seen last video. Very similar.
Yeah. Remember, just an outside chance. You don't know that for sure.
Oh.
And there's some weird music playing too. I'm not sure what that is.
It's almost like a funeral dirge, but it quite isn't.
No.
It should. Oh, something changed.
And you will be one of us.
Is that Desmond's father talking, by the way?
Yeah, that's William Miles.
Yeah, I thought I placed the voice, but I couldn't be sure.
This is the first game he actually had a speaking role in. He was mentioned in Brotherhood, didn't speak.
Yeah. He was mentioned in Brotherhood, and I think you could probably get an email or two from him, or if you hacked. No, you hack into computers, whatever. Was that in 3? I forget. There was like you could access Sean and Rebecca's, and
Yeah.
actually, yeah, it had to be Brotherhood because you had Lucy's computer as well.
Right. But in addition to just getting through the Lost Archive, there's also 20 spinning cubes. They were hidden throughout all but one of the sequences.
Oh.
Find them all, you get an alternate ending.
Ooh. Okay, so it's not actually just like skins for multiplayer that nobody likes.
Hey, everybody loves the Doctor. Yeah,
Yeah.
spinning cubes. And actually, the reason I deleted I did that accidental deletion of my first run of this game was that I was playing the Lost Archive and I got some of the cubes, but I didn't get all of them because I forgot where they were.
And then, is this like a one-time thing, or?
Yeah, if you collect a cube, it's just gone, so you have to collect all the remaining ones. But I wanted to get them all in one video, so you could watch this video and see where they all are.
Right.
And so what I was doing for that was that I actually had a tab open to a video on YouTube that showed you where to get all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so when there was like,
I'm not listening to this. I'm sure you found them all by yourself without any sort of outside assistance whatsoever. Who wouldn't love to go searching for things in this sort of level?
Exactly. But yeah, like in Metroid Prime, you can hear, if you're close to the cubes, you can hear them chiming. It's a bit more noticeable than it was in Prime, where you just got a low hum when you were close to the power-up. But it's the same principle.
Together we will
Welcome back to Assassin's Creed 4. I'm Diabetes, and insert random face pun. No. I'm thinking of the green stars from Galaxy 2 now.
Activated.
Now we have the making blocks mechanic back.
Why do we have to, like, activate this? Like,
I don't know.
it seems like a kind of a weird thing just to be able to randomly do.
And it's kind of a weird place to end the first memory, too. It's just you're walking down a hallway.
So, from what I kind of got from that was Clay wasn't really born into the Assassins, he kind of just joined up later on.
Right, he was just from a regular family, and then one day he either stumbled upon William, Rebecca, or Sean or something, and decided to join the Assassins.
Probably William. You always seem to be more on the senior leadership
We
then.
are not public figures, and never submit ourselves to the hollow quest for fame. We move through clouded spaces.
Everything is permitted. No, everything is permitted. Nothing. Oh god.
Might be a little tricky to see the cube since it's against a really bright background.
Yeah.
It's still pretty noticeable. But yeah, if you follow Assassin's Creed canon, William Miles is pretty much the leader of the modern day Assassins. Because in the Assassin's Creed universe in 2000, I think, Abstergo managed to kill the leading mentor of the Brotherhood.
Let it slide. Foreman's son just finished engineering school and he's pocketing $60K a year.
And then
that's where the money
William managed to sort of rally what assassins were left and soon control the Brotherhood pretty much.
Is that a jump cut?
Yeah, I think I was listening to the videos just to make sure I didn't miss this one.
Wow. You know what the worst part about that one is? Because you have like absolutely no reference for how big your character actually is. You could just think that's just kind of like a little inaccessible nook.
Yeah.
That is kind of bad. Apparently you have like absolutely no... You're just like a floating Tetris man.
They will
or
throw
something.
obstacles in your path to distract you.
We have a new type of laser, yellow lasers.
Yellow lasers. Do they...
You can...
you can block.
Yeah, they insta-kill you, but you can block them with blocks.
Now, is there like a timer to the blocking effect, or is it just...
No, it's there as long as... The blocking is there as long as the block is there.
Oh.
So you could put a block there, it'll be there forever until... And another jump cut to listen to the video again. See if I have missed any cues.
Yeah, that seems to be like a pretty good place to go hide one, just like kind of up in the top of a room.
Right. There are some really obvious ones and some really well hidden ones that if I wasn't listening to the video, I almost certainly would have missed. And it's kind of funny, the lasers make a quacking sound when the blocks are in.
Oh, the lasers are coming from above, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a...
This one isn't too hard to find since as you enter the doorways, it's right in front of you.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that unless you know where to look, you'll probably miss it your first time. Ooh.
Red lasers.
Insta-kill no matter what, and they destroy blocks.
Are there green lasers?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
No blue lasers either.
I can't wait until we get to, like, Kaiser levels of this. Just a...
Wow.
What the...
There was a laser partway down. You can see them on the far wall, but I didn't notice them before I fell.
Oh. Yeah, that's tricky. And there's absolutely no way you could dodge that because it's just too big. Oh, hey, moving yellow lasers.
Yeah, and I think the red laser fields... I think the red laser fields are too close together. Even if you did catch yourself in between, you still would survive. And you really can't jump, like we mentioned this last video, but you really can't jump very high. I tried to jump over that bottom laser and it still nailed me.
Yeah, I could see that. Should probably, like...
There we go, that's right. Man, what nailed me?
You have absolutely no idea how tall you are either. That's absolutely wonderful game design.
It really is. There we go. Something that's really a lot simpler than, really a lot more complicated than it should be. Because again, you have no frame of reference for how big you are.
It isn't like you occasionally get like catch a glimpse of yourself. You're just like a floating little speck that apparently is like really, really narrow but really, really tall.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a mirrored surface either in Desmond's Journey or this one, where you can see what you look like.
Yeah.
You must be like a hunk of data or something.
Yeah, being able to judge yourself over a mirror's edge would be pretty nice. Nothing? Damn. Looking for fragments or...
Looking for how to get over to that area to the left, because that's where you need to go.
With the digicam movement tumble switch, I see.
What fig is called?
Well, it's...
This one always can... I never get this one on the first try. I either spend a few minutes, like I do now, looking for it, or just find it like that. For somewhere you have to go, it's pretty well hidden, actually.
Well, first of all, they make you look up. Second of all, I think you just got hit by laser. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. It's... You're tripping.
Tripping, yeah.
2, you have to go behind where you were originally. Yeah, that's actually pretty damn tricky, especially for this game.
Yeah.
You know, I actually do like this. Like, as much as I don't like the first 3 or 4 sequences of the Desmond ones, this is actually good because it's actually, like, challenging.
Yeah, there are some honestly pretty tricky segments that come up, I think, in sequence 4, which details what Clay did when he got to Abstergo for the first time.
Oh, that's right, because his thing was he was like a double agent or something for something like that, and a double agent for the Assassins, working for the Templars.
Oh, you're thinking of Daniel Cross. Yeah, he was the main character in the Fall.
Right.
And yeah, he was brainwashed for the Templars from an early age, but he didn't know that. And then he was brought into the Assassins, and then the Assassins trusted him and everything, and he killed the Mentor because his subconscious...
Killed the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, that's right, he did. But yeah, he got sort of triggered or something and remembered what he had to do, and he killed the Mentor. And leads to the events this whole series. Now it's time to take a leap of faith.
Yeah, that was actually a good way to end the sequence.
Yeah, that was not bad. Because it's a nice capper.
Hour 3, Abstergo.
Break into Abstergo. Gather the
There was a
intel and
cut
get
there
out.
because I got interrupted
Abstergo,
while I was recording this,
Marty, can you take
and
my
I had to
kids
go
tomorrow
into
night?
the town where I was living at the time I recorded this. It took me about an hour all told, so I wanted to keep things running.
Can I help you?
Not a big deal,
Yeah.
just kind of annoying. I hate when I get interrupted recording.
No comment. I want his digital LSD. It'd be a good, yeah, good way to get rid of his digital heroin addiction.
Yeah, another good reason to buy the Lost Archive is that it has all of the pre-order stuff for
Yeah.
So
Like-
if you want the cool evil doctor in multiplayer and you didn't pre-order this game, you'd have to buy the Lost Archive.
And if you wanted to get like Lad Impalers 2 and shit like that, you'd have to. I did get it with the Revelations. I just like
Animus Project.
got so turned off by the rest of the Desmond stuff that I just never actually did this because it's like I thought it was going to be more like actual Assassin's Creed shit, not the platforming shit, and that this is the weird first-person view.
Yeah. And William there mentioned an Alan Rickman guy. He has not been mentioned much in this series, but from the emails in the first game, he is the highest known member. He's the highest ranking member of Abstergo, and by extension, Templars in the modern day.
Yeah.
So as far as we know, Alan Rickman is like the Grandmaster of the Templars in the modern day.
Or something.
Yeah.
Or he could just,
But he's only...
or he could just be like some patsy that doesn't really know anything about it, like
Yeah.
the dude in 4. I don't think really knew anything about it. He just kind of.
Right. But yeah, I will say that when Ubisoft does like multiplayer maps and characters for their multiplayers in the Assassin's Creed, they're actually really cool and interesting maps to look at.
Yeah. Now, are they getting rid of it for Unity? I saw something like that.
I know there's pre-order stuff, there always is. They've got 2 missions at least that I've heard about that are pre-order.
Oh yeah. No, I know that. I was talking about, like, I saw somebody discussing that they weren't going to have multiplayer in Unity, or at least PvP multiplayer.
I actually have never heard that.
Maybe.
It might be true.
Well, then again, maybe it's going into Comet, which I guess is a possibility.
Do we really know anything about Comet aside from the name?
No, they haven't really discussed any of it yet.
That was
Ooh.
bound to happen.
Well, it's like you're playing a game of Frogger.
Ooh.
More Assassin's Creed 4 jokes.
Yep. Anyone who remembers that game remembers Frogger.
And I did them all. How?
I was so hoping to catch myself just before I hit the bottom. And you kind of have to...
You can't.
Ooh,
How
that was
did that?
close. See, it's all about making little challenges for yourself.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay.
This kind of reminds me of an island in Wind Waker, I think it was, where it was just like a huge, massive blocks, and you had to, the puzzle was to pull them out in the correct order so you could get treasure.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember which one that was. There was something like that. At least it was one of the hidden rooms in that island.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. I don't think it was on the surface. This is just that reminds me.
Yeah. See? Why did they have to hide this shit here? This is actually fun. This is actually entertaining. God damn it, Ubisoft. Why do you continue to make absolutely horrible decisions with extra stuff in this series?
But speaking of the multiplayer, one thing I really like that they did in Revelations is that they made a lot of the DLC maps for Brotherhood just regular maps in this one. For example, Mont Saint Michel map was DLC and Brotherhood was regular map in this game. And it's another really nice looking map.
It's like we're playing Fez. Except without an asshole. Wait. There are asshole French developers. What am I talking about?
Yeah, I'm sure there are asshole French developers. There has to be, just by simple odds of probability. And the only single... Have you played the Da Vinci Disappearance?
In Brotherhood? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you played Freedom's Cry and Da Vinci Disappearance.
Yeah, I pretty much played all the DLC except for the Tyranny of King of Washington. So, like all the that even includes my favorite fucking thing in the world, the Bonfires of Vanity DLC from Assassin's Creed 2.
And I forgot to mention, we have a new block, the Spring Block.
Ooh.
Launches you really, really high. In fact, so high that if you don't catch yourself, you'll kill yourself with the Spring Block.
Ooh, that's interesting.
You just go flying with the Spring Block. Lots of Abstergo, Animus stuff.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
What the hell is they talking about?
I don't know, science.
Oh no. Oh yeah. And I was gonna say, if you somebody in the threads like, someone in the Assassin's Creed thread was like, how good is the Brotherhood DLC, the Assassin's Creed 2 DLC? Like, you'll probably regret playing for Bonfire of Vanities and you can't skip it.
Yeah.
And they posted a day later saying, I'm a third of the way into it. Does it get any better? For those of you who have never seen or played that DLC, good. But you can watch Son of Bozu suffer through it and March himself be.
I'm actually watching it right now. I was watching this before we started.
I actually caught Son of Bozu on Steam when he was getting ready to play that, and I warned him about it. I think after he was done recording, he was like, "God damn it, you were right." It's just really bad DLC. Like, it really shouldn't. It had an interesting concept, but that's about all I could say for it. It was just basically 9 assassination missions with no way to skip it to do anything other than 9 assassination missions, and it sucked.
Yeah, it seems Ubisoft has been getting better about doing DLC in this Assassin's Creed. Da Vinci Disappearance was pretty good.
Yeah.
Lost Archive's alright, it's not bad at all. Especially since you get all the pre-order bonus stuff for buying it. And then you have the Tyranny of King Washington, which is certainly an interesting approach to Assassin's Creed. Like, using the Eagle flight to fly around Boston and New York, that's actually a lot of fun.
So, yeah, you know.
And then for the third episode of King Washington, they actually made a Black Flag reference near the start of it. And then New York, apparently with the Apple of Eden controlled Washington.
That's a nice job.
Goes to shit, apparently. Half of New York is in ruins, and the other half is dedicated to Washington building his pyramid.
Isn't that half of New York normally in that game anyway? Because they never cleaned up from the fire like 20 years ago, before the game started.
Well,
I'm going to go build my manor out in the middle of the wilderness and live like a hermit for the last 30 years. But by the way, that painting I left there, it's still in the exact same place where my house burned down.
But yeah, and then Freedom Cry was actually Freedom's Cry, I should say.
Yeah.
That seemed pretty well received.
Yeah, it was. The Aveline missions were pretty good as well, too.
Extraordinary.
It's a shame that Reginald Monsieur Blanc did not show up in that, but whatever.
And I still have yet to play Freedom's Cry. It's really a tragedy.
Yeah, I mean, you get a shotgun. And it's a it's a blunderbuss, but it's a shotgun.
Well, you don't need me to sell. You don't need to sell me on it. It's more Black Flag, but kind of waiting until I get my first paycheck to start really buying things again.
You missed the Steam sale, I take it.
Well, I don't. I have the game on PS3.
That's true too.
Ability deactivated.
What?
I got into an engineering program.
They just took away our jump. They just
Didn't know you
took
had
away
it
our
in you.
blocks.
Here, look.
This isn't one of the top schools.
There's an amazing programming department.
Casmeric's
Oh, they
build
took
things. They don't
away
see
our
their
jump
desk.
blocks. We can't jump around like an idiot anymore. For now, anyway.
Oh, so his dad's another dick. He was a computer science guy. His dad wanted to go into more traditional engineering.
No.
Apparently. And there are also database entries, something like that, in all of the sequences. Thankfully, they are all pretty much right in plain sight, and you kind of need to try to miss them.
Yeah.
If you're honestly looking for them. Which I'm glad they didn't hide a lot of backstory, so people have to go looking for what this DLC is about, Clay's backstory.
Yeah.
So that was nice of them.
Oh, so basically, he got hired when he got hired by the Assassins. He stopped being like depressed or something.
Yeah, it seems like that.
Is he actually?
I do kind of like the story you're supposed to be getting from this DLC, in that Clay's family just apparently went to shit right around the time he joined the Assassins.
Yeah.
And later on, you find out his mom and dad separated at some point, and Clay just went off to do something that nobody expected. He ended up accomplishing something, even though he did end up dying as a result of it.
Your third teammate has been kept outside.
I like the Badlands. I walked for days and nights on end.
Lucy Stillman.
She's been trained to infiltrate Abstergo. Since the age of 17, the girl has lived outside our ranks. All her ties to the Assassins have been erased.
This will not come back to us.
I know you're out there. D-Day is February 1, 2011. You will
Actually, the first time I attempted this particular sequence, I was looking around forever for that damn cube. I spent like 5 minutes looking for it or something.
You just never looked. Never looked up.
And then when I found it, I just decided to restart the segment because it's not like I got really far in it. Oh,
Welcome
hey,
to
it's
the
this room
Animal
again.
Subject 16.
Oh man, I have not. I like this room.
In fact, not to spoil anything, not to spoil too much.
That's where the Animus would normally be.
Yeah. People who remember Assassin's Creed 2 may recognize some of these
Picture the
images.
pages of history.
You have FDR with the apple
They are
down
tattered,
below.
blackened,
Couldn't see it
almost
very well, but that's what it's
useless to all
Not
but
sure what the one on the left is.
misunderstood and misused by
Maybe it's
politicians.
Alexander the Great in his chariot.
But what if there was a way to restore history's luster? To truly know
And
its
then
message?
I didn't focus on it at all, but on the right, crucifixion of Jesus.
You could see his legs.
What are you really?
Yeah, we'll see it again.
Last time I checked,
Later,
Abstergo didn't have a
there's
history division.
Houdini in front,
Very astute, Mr. Cosmetic.
Jackie Kennedy,
But we do
Book
own an
Depository,
entertainment studio.
Houdini
Perhaps a
again,
period drama
Lee
is in
Harvey
production.
Oswald.
Contemplate that.
Then not sure what that
while you
last one
finish
is.
your
I didn't
next
focus
session.
on it, it seems.
Yeah. So this is probably like the first actual mention that Abstergo makes films and video games and stuff. Well, what were you going to say about Assassin's Creed 4? Because kind of interrupted you for a second. Oh, hey, it's the map from the end of Assassin's Creed 2.
Yep. There's no lines all over it, fortunately.
Yeah, but I reckon.
And the bottom one is about Tesla, I think, one of the truth segment about Tesla and 2.
Yeah. The Tesla.
Before I watched Geops LP of 2, I had no idea the ciphers they were using in the truth were actually real ciphers.
Yeah, no,
like the Caesarian cipher, I had no idea about any of that.
Caesarian's a pretty basic one, yeah. I forget if they use a Visionaire, probably. So you really can't go beyond that without, I'd say really expecting too much out of your audience, but then again, I remember the later things in fucking Assassin's Creed. The later puzzles in Assassin's Creed 2, which are just utter asinine bullshit.
Some of them are just, you almost can't figure them out without the internet. If you could logically figure out some of the later ones in 2, you've got skills.
I did. I mean, I looked it up online, but I replayed it and then I figured it out on the second time. Ow.
Since I just died, I will mention that there's a trophy for getting through this entire sequence without dying once. It is honestly probably the hardest trophy in the Lost Archive. It took me many attempts to get it right.
How many trophies are there? Just beat everything and...
There are 10, I think, for the entire Lost Archive.
Good line.
One of them is for starting it. So when you do that leap of faith, that's when you get your first trophy. Then there's one called Save Yourself, where you fall for like 250 meters and then catch yourself before dying.
I was doing it. Bounce pads and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then the robot and Alan Turing's computer, not from 2. They were the truth segments of Brotherhood.
Yeah. Ow.
Again, height issue, no idea where I even glitched the top laser.
It's like I'm playing Doom all over again.
This is probably the trickiest segment since you really have to kind of get close to avoid top lasers.
Yeah, well, I don't use the inclined blocks, just use the flat ones because you're rising anyway.
Yeah. How did that happen?
I don't know.
I mean, there was a rising block to the right, one on the left I used to block, and then somehow I went, my right foot was on top of the right block. I don't know.
Yeah, that baffles me.
The perils of first-person platforming.
Yeah, this isn't
no idea.
Metroid Prime Portal, unfortunately.
Yeah, no idea who that guy I just looked at was.
I recognize it, but can't put the name to the face. Shit.
I think he may have been in one of the Brotherhood truth segments, because I don't remember the 2.
No. That's kind of...
George H.W. and who was the other guy? Yeltsin, I think.
Yeah, that would have been Yeltsin.
And Clinton and Yeltsin over yonder.
How long until we get a picture of the Supreme Court?
Unfortunately, that doesn't show up. Or at least I did not see it, but I've been through this segment a number of times. Probably would have seen it by now if it existed.
Really kind of wish they'd switch up the architecture a bit more than brutalist stuff, but...
The apple of Eden was
oh boy.
solid like marble or bronze. They say incredible power.
No idea who the guy speaking is supposed to be.
Truthfully, I believe such lies to be little more than blasphemy.
And then you can hear that chime right there.
Let me know immediately.
A little bit if we're really listening for it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when I recorded this, my TV volume was very low in comparison to anything else going on around me. So I couldn't hear that chime at all, so I was looking around a bit. It is really well hidden right there.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be a pain in the butt to get to. Just very narrow. Can't really jump or get the height needed.
Oh, there was one time I had to go backwards in a level through off again lasers to get a fragment I missed. Hey, there's St. Mark's Basilica. But to be fair, that was entirely my fault, but I actually did manage to go backwards through off again, on again lasers to get it.
See, Ezio Auditore. Find out about this Ezio Auditore. I want his records on my desk by the end of the week.
What apple are you looking for?
You really want me to answer that question, Mr. Kazmarek? If I did, you couldn't reasonably expect to be released at the end of this experiment.
Which river do you
And now we've got another one of those turbo tunnel things.
Oh god.
You and Vicus like from last time where I fell down those platforms.
Yeah. I do kind of like the gear, that sort of platforming thing.
His readings aren't normal, Mr.
Are you there, Claire?
What hit me?
Stick to the mission.
What's gonna happen to me?
Don't worry.
Unfortunately, because you fall so fast, you can't
Yeah.
really guide yourself very much.
Oh, Lucy will get you out of... Oh boy. That's...
And the police picture in the back there, that was actually from the final truth segment of Brotherhood.
Yeah, that worked out well, Lucy. Oh, nobody stabs you in the back.
Yeah, I hope nobody... Yeah, I tried looking up what dynami whatever actually means. Apparently it's Italian, but Google Translate did not give me a very good answer.
Give me a second and I probably could piece it together for you after the video ends. I don't really feel like...
De nemici mi guardo io, dagli amici mi guardi io.
Yeah, just...
If you put that into Google Translate, you just get complete nonsense.